So this is my perspective after the rain, and it's pretty much the same if you live in the tropics or if you live in North America. I use this bucket to water my rose garden in the front. So here are the front flowers, roses after the rain. These I started with bulbs. My mother called them heart plants. Look at this one. I love this tree. I think he called this the fire tree. And those are impatiens I started in springtime, and look at them now. There is like a drip irrigation to them, so I didn't have to water them every day. That's pretty scientific. It's pretty clever, I guess. But this is impressive. The fire tree is beautiful. This is after 2 days of rain. Hola. Mm, here's more of my mother called them heart plants, and I planted them from bulbs. It's pretty impressive. I really like these plants. This one is a canna plant, and I guess you can sink them in the water as long as it's tropical weather. The canna plant will strive. And this one, first of all, I had thrown some wildflower seeds out here, and of course these are like not the most impressive soil. I just threw the seeds out, and now these wildflowers come back every year. My mother loved her wild ferns. That's another story about my mother and the wild ferns. But this tree reminds me of a mango tree or rambutan tree back home. But this is wild, and it doesn't have fruits, but it's beautiful. I think that the plants just kind of evolved wherever the seeds were sent. So back home in the Philippines, these leaves reminds me of the rambutan tree. And look at this. This is one of my favorite tree. I love this tree. Okay. Here's an oak tree. Kind of cute. It's beautiful and it's just wild. I think it's still beautiful, just the same. Some more of those wild ferns and a little oak tree. So more of those roses that I tried to save from it gets really wild and crazy. So I'm trying to save this hill because it can get really dry. So I have some cabbage plants. They're doing pretty good. I think I should just add some more soil to them and I think they will survive. Everything wants to survive just like people. Eggplant. Strawberries, I call it strawberries. That's another herb. So I added more roses in the backyard. That's wild right there. Whatever it is, I don't even know. But look how huge that thing is. Where are my Roma tomatoes? No, yeah. Arrivederci. I guess I'm part Italian, so I can never say no. This one's good for like beef stew. That's an herb. And that's green onions. And I was gonna, can't wait to have my Roma tomatoes, of course, because I love Italian food, number one. And these are Asiatic water lilies or Asiatic lilies I bought in Amazon. And I will probably plant them on the ground in the fall. Here's my limoncito plant. Good for the fish. Good for me. Like fish, seafood.